Hey friends, my name is Amy Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel, and please ignore my gross, congested voice. Guess who got sick again? Me, of course. Anyway, if you guys watched my September low buy update, then maybe you remember that that was not such a huge success, and that I made myself a promise that this month I was going to get my budget back under control. And some of you guys said that you wanted to see how I went about that process of like reining it back in. This month I'm going to be taking you guys through like my step-by-step process of how I am going to save more money this month, of how I'm going to get my finances back in control, how I'm going to set up like my new budgeting mindset, because yeah, I went off track. Anyway, if you enjoy budgeting type videos as well as general positive vibes and you are not already subscribed, then why not go ahead and press that button. But let's get into the video. Let's start saving some money. Okay, so the very first thing I've done that I know will save me a big chunk of change this month is to go in and cancel a bunch of my subscriptions. So I cancelled my fortnightly subscription to Grey's snack box. I cancelled my subscription to Hey You, even though I do love the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
What have I done?
And I cancelled my subscription to the Happy newspaper. I still have my subscription to Spotify because that is something that I use regularly and I feel like it's worth the money to me. But the others, I really had to sit down and ask myself, am I getting my money's worth? Is this something that I really feel like I need in my life? Or can I let it go? And I felt like I could let them go. The thing is with subscriptions, they will like creep back into your life. It's something that you have to keep on top of, because what sounds like a great idea to subscribe to one day, a few months later you might be over it, but they're taking the money out of your account every month and you may not even remember or realize or stop or think about it. So it's really important to just like keep on top of that and assess every month, okay, do I still want to be paying for this? Am I still invested in this? Or can I do without it? Did I just say can't I do without it? Can I do without it? So that's going to be my first saving of the month, and that took me literally less than 15 minutes to go through and just unsubscribe from all of the things that I no longer need. I'm a bit of a sight right now. Apologies for that. Anyway, another thing that I've been doing this month to keep my costs down is evaluating what I've been buying and really asking myself if there is a more cost-effective alternative to what I want to purchase. A really great example is that I wanted to get false eyelashes to wear with my Halloween costume this weekend. Obviously, it's not an essential purchase. I do have my own free eyelashes that just came with my face, but it's Halloween. I want to be a little va-va-voom. The eyelashes that I really wanted to get were the magnetic ones, which are £15 a pair. It's kind of pricey. So I compromised with myself and I got a £5 glue-on pair instead. It's so rare that I put in the effort to wear false eyelashes, so it made more sense to save that £10 and go with the cheaper option. Sometimes we buy things that we don't necessarily need, but it can be really helpful sometimes to see if there's a compromise where you can meet somewhere in the middle between getting like the most expensive option and not getting it at all. Okay, and the final thing I've done this month to help me budget more effectively is to keep track of what I've been spending as I go. I've talked about this in so many money saving videos, but keeping track of what you are spending as you are spending it is pretty much essential to staying on budget, and it's something that I hadn't been doing for the last few months. I will hold up my hands and say that I definitely got overly confident, overly comfortable, and I thought, I don't need to track what I'm spending anymore. I'm good at staying within a budget. And look how well that went. I like to use an app. It's literally called Spending app, and you can find it in the App Store for free. You could even take a little notebook with you and write things down as you go, but make sure you record what you are spending, what you are purchasing, either as you fulfill that transaction or at the end of every day. If you wait until the end of the week, or heaven forbid what I was doing, the end of the month, and then try and tally it all up, not only will you probably have forgotten what certain purchases were for and then just get confused, but also there's no way of reining yourself in if halfway through the month you've started to overspend. Honestly, I think this has been the #1 contributing factor to me being able to stay within my budget this month, because I can assess as I go. Okay friends, time for the moment of truth. This month I've definitely been more mindful with my money, and as you saw from those little vlog clips, I just introduced some new habits and a few little tweaks into my day-to-day life to help me stay on budget and spend a little bit less without being completely miserable and making myself feel like I couldn't go out and enjoy myself or treat myself to a few things here and there. I think I got a really good balance, but the question is, did it work? Okay, I'm gonna go through my spending app. We're gonna do it just like we do every month, going from the category that I spent the most on right through to the category that I spent the least on, and I'm gonna be completely upfront and honest and tell you exactly what I spent in October. Okay, friends, so my biggest expense for October was eating out, and that cost me £47.64. I like to eat out, so I think that's fine. Next, the second biggest expense for this month was drinks. You guys, my local pub has just gotten so expensive. I know I say that every month, but it's because I'm very upset about how expensive it's gotten. I spent £47.45 on drinks this month. I did not go out for cocktails. I did not go out like for wine with my friends at all. That was literally just me going to my local pub twice and, you know, not even drinking a lot. The third biggest expense for me was my Halloween costume. That cost me £40.36, which I'm not at all mad about because I did a bit of a DIY and made my own costume. And when I looked at buying a similar costume on Amazon, it came out to over £60. So I definitely went with the cheaper option there. I spent £25 on my nails. No regrets. Look how cute they are for Halloween. You gotta have some bougie moments in your life, okay? I spent £19.90 at the pumpkin patch, which was my one kind of big day out of the month. I spent £14.99 on makeup, which included a new foundation and those false eyelashes. I spent £13 on my dance classes, and I spent £11 on supplies for the Halloween party, which was literally me running out last minute and buying last minute supplies in Morrison's like 2 hours before the party started. I spent $9.99 on Spotify, as per usual. I spent $9.99 on clothes, which at the end of last year I did say I wasn't going to buy any clothes this month because that's something that's been getting a little bit out of hand for me. But I had a funeral this month and I didn't have a black cardigan, so that was kind of unavoidable. I spent £9.54 on snacks, which is way better than last month. Let's go back. Last month I spent £70.23 on snacks. So I would say I've brought that down considerably. I spent £8.90 signing up for a new gym membership. This was prorated because I joined midway through the month, so the actual gym membership is quite a bit more expensive. But I just felt like that was something worth investing in. I like going to the gym, and since I cut out so many of those other subscription services this month, I felt like it would be worth putting that money towards the gym because that way I'm investing in myself. I gave £7.50 to charity, including my regular £2.50 to the Born Free Foundation. I spent £5 on lottery tickets. I know. I have a real problem when I see those people on the adverts for the Euro Millions on their private island, and it's like, you could win £42 million in tonight's jackpot. And I'm like, yeah, I could. Please, 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 please. But I know lottery tickets are just such a waste of money. I know that, but I just struggle. I spent £4.15 on coffee because I just got one. And finally, I spent 79 pence on the iCloud. So my grand total for this month came to £320.65, way under budget. I was £179.35 under my £500 budget this month. Can we all give me a round of applause?
You go, Glen Coco!
Hopefully this video has shown you that you don't have to massively deprive yourself in order to get your budget under control. I still went out, I still had drinks, expensive drinks. I'm talking to you, local pub. I didn't deny myself of any of the fun stuff that I wanted to do. I just made a few tweaks here and there to make things more affordable and to be more mindful of what I was spending. And that saved me a heck of a lot of money this month. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful or motivational or enjoyable in some way. If you did, then please go ahead and give it a thumbs up to let me know. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Remember that I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day, and please don't forget that you are enough just as you are. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!